Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Kindly stand up all together. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chairman of HLAF, accompanied by Yang Berhormat Tuan Khalid bin Abdul Samad, Minister of Federal Territories, and other distinguished guests of honor. Kindly remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem of Malaysia, Negaraku. Thank you. Please be seated. Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chairman of Human Life Advancement Foundation, HLAF. Yang Berhormat Tuan Khalid bin Abdul Samad, Minister of Federal Territories. Yang berbahagia, Dr. Abdul Aziz S.A. Kadir, Chairman, Convex Hub Group. Mr. Junaidi Said, Chief Executive Officer, Human Life Advancement Foundation, HLAF. Yang berbahagia, Tan Sri Dr. Insinyur Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Joint Chairman, Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology, MITE. Mr. Paul Yeo, Chief Executive Officer, Convex Hub Group. His Excellencies, fellow speakers and delegates, event sponsors and partners, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum, a very good morning, and Salam Merdeka. Welcome once again to Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 Conference and Exhibition 2018, co-organized by Human Life Advancement Foundation, HLAF, and Convex Hub Group. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please give a big rapturous round of applause to all the respective parties involved in making today's event a reality. Thank you very much indeed. Digital transformation on cities and businesses are emerging fast as they introduce new practices and services which are highly impacting on how a city and business should operate, leveraging on the advancement of technologies. In order for city and business to digitally transform, a structured roadmap is required. The hosting of Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 will equip participants with relevant knowledge and connections to path their digital transformation plan. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to further explain in regards with today's event, we would like to invite Yang Berbahagia, Dr. Abdul Aziz S.A. Kadir, Chairman, Confexap Group, to deliver his introductory remarks. Please give a big round of applause for Yang Berbahagia, Dr. Abdul Aziz.
Yang amat berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang berhormat Khalid Samad, Minister of Federal Territory. Mr. Junaidi Said, the Chief Executive Officer, Human Life Advancement Foundation. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Engineer Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Chairman Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology or MITE. Mr. Paul Yeo, CEO of Confexap. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to welcome you to this opening ceremony of the Inaugural Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 Conference and Exhibition. On behalf of the management and associates of Confexap and Human Life Advancement Foundation, I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia, for taking time this morning as our guest of honor and to officiate the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with this in mind that we plan and organize the Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 under one roof with one objective: to promote digital transformation among the public and private sectors in order to redesign both the businesses and cities as part of the USD 23 trillion global digital economy. Both conferences are designed to provide an interactive platform for participants to learn and discuss on frameworks and strategies to reinvent their businesses and cities. The conferences are to share experience and best practices, introduce some of the most commonly and adoptable digital applications that would fit into the first phase of digital transformation roadmap. For Cities 4.0, we have adopted the theme, Building a Smart and Digitalized City. We have invited over 20 digital experts to share their insights on success stories of smart cities, privacy and security in smart cities, impacts and implementation of AI, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, IoT, big data, and cloud on city planning and development. Development and planning of digital infrastructure, planning and development of transportation and mobility for smart and advanced cities, improving citizens' lifestyle with smart utilities, implication of digital solutions for smart community. As for Business 4.0, the selected theme is 4.0, the new paradigm of businesses, whereby the speakers will discuss mapping the digital operations ecosystem in businesses, creating and empowering digital workforce, integrating digital technology and conventional businesses, funding strategies for digital transformation, capturing and creating business value through big data. These conferences, other than delivering information, will also provide the participants excellent opportunities to network and discuss potential investment opportunities and collaboration with project owners through our series of pre-arranged business-to-business matching meetings. Alongside the conferences will be a 3-day exhibition showcasing some of the latest innovations and digital technologies from renowned digital companies and startup companies. We would also like to thank our supporting organizations, Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission, or MCMC, Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology, or MITE, SME Corporation Malaysia, SME Corp, for their trust and support. Our sincere thanks to our knowledge partner, Frost & Sullivan and Microsoft, for their inputs and guidance. My sincere appreciation also goes to our sponsors, China Mobile International and Visa, for their contribution to the success of the conference. We would like also to acknowledge our list of endorsers for their support and encouragement, and also to the media partners, too many of them to be named here, who have actually contributed in publicizing the conferences, and also for their efforts in support in all the international and local publicity. My sincere appreciation goes to our distinguished session chairs, speakers, and delegates from more than 22 countries. And finally, it is my pleasant duty to thank all the staff, or the members of the organizing committee, staff of Confex Hub and Human Life Advancement Foundation, who are always under constant pressure to meet the deadlines. I thank you all for doing your best for putting this whole event together successfully. Once again, we would like to thank Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir for officiating this event. To all participants, we thank you for your participation, and we sincerely hope that the information gathered at today's conference will be of value to you in making your digital transformation. To conclude, I wish all local and international participants a fruitful discussion for the next 3 days, and have a wonderful stay in Kuala Lumpur. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Once again, we thank Yang Berbahagia, Dr. Abdul Aziz S.A. Kadir, Chairman, Confex Hub Group. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we now invite Mr. Junaidi Said, Chief Executive Officer, Human Life Advancement Foundation, HLAF, to deliver his welcome remarks. Another big, warm round of applause for Mr. Junaidi Said.
His Excellency Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister of Malaysia and the Chairman of Human Life Advancement Foundation, His Excellency Yang Berhormat Tuan Haji Khalid Samad, Minister of Federal Territories, the Honorable Datuk Dr. Abdul Aziz S.A. Kadir, Chairman of Confex Hub Group, the Honorable Tan Sri Dr. Tajuddin Ali, Joint Chairman, Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology, Mr. Paul Yeo, CEO, Confex Hub Group, His Excellencies, distinguished guests, session chairs, speakers, delegates, and the media. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning. First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to His Excellency, our beloved Chairman, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, for gracing this event despite his busy schedule. His presence today not only spurred our deep commitments to the mission of the Foundation, but also inspires us to achieve greater heights in our undertaking for the benefit of humankind. And to all of you, I would like to warmly welcome you to our international conference and exhibition on Cities and Business 4.0. We are delighted to have you all here today to share your views and experiences in this event. Thank you very much for coming. Being an international foundation that promotes new technologies and innovations, we are thoroughly thrilled to co-organize this event with our partner, Confex Hub Group, to provide a platform where meaningful discussions in creating a sustainable city habitat can take place. We have seen how technologies turn imaginations into reality, change human behavior, enhance life, and improve efficiencies. This conference is therefore most timely, that it embraces the disruptive technologies that change the way we live and operate. It also redefines the parameters of our lives and environments and push human mind to explore and create new technologies that will further improve life. These technologies will definitely influence directly the way businesses are managed and transactions are executed. At Human Life Advancement Foundation, we always support the pursuit of knowledge and the creation of new technologies. For this purpose, we have collaborated with more than 45 organizations to form a technology network to work on research and development of new technologies. Our network members comprise startup companies, universities, centers of excellence, and multinational corporations like IBM, Samsung, United Nations ESCAP, and Nano Malaysia Berhad, just to name a few. In addition to creating networks, we also support the initiative for creating new technologies through providing scholarships to PhD students and providing research grants through funding of postdocs in areas of applied research. It is hoped that through these collaborations and scholarships, we will be able to generate new ideas and create new technologies that will benefit the world. Some of these technologies will, of course, be useful for the application in the development and sustaining smart cities. We are pleased to highlight that some of the technologies suitable for smart cities are now available within our network. These include nano-like energy panel that can be turned into solar window, self-sustaining mobile toilet system that uses solar to treat waste, a technological breakthrough organic fungicide that can extend the shelf life of smooth-skinned vegetables and fruits by more than 2 weeks, a spray produced from mangosteen extracts that accelerate the healing of bed sores and diabetic wounds by almost 3 times, and a telecommunication kit that uses bonding technology to improve the speed of transmission equivalent to 5G by using existing telecommunication infrastructure. All these products are already in the market. Through our effort in organizing technology showcase overseas, these products are now available in the Middle East and Europe. It may be worth to point out that in our effort to create new technologies, we place high emphasis on future concerns on the world conditions such as the global warming and its consequences, and the continuing deteriorating condition in the war-torn regions where children are suffering from hunger with limited access to education. It is in this regard that we conceptualized our 3 focus areas of education, renewable energy, and agriculture so that future problems are addressed now. We envision that we will be able to collaborate with many more organizations to come up with breakthrough technologies that will enhance life both in the cities and in the rural areas. In this connection, I am pleased to announce that we have just entered into an MOU with Xiamen University and Hanwing Science and Education Foundation, both from China, to explore the development of new technologies in integrated aquaculture, marine biotechnology, and in mineral water production. This is our first collaboration with organizations from China, and we expect more will collaborate with us in the future. These efforts are our contribution to the society and to the future generation. We welcome any of you here today to be part of our network and join us in developing and providing solutions to the world problem through technology. It is our hope that this conference will benefit all participants. However, we have to remind ourselves that smart city, in a nutshell, is all about connectivity. But connectivity cannot be just between machines, equipment, and devices. The connectivity must involve human beings. As such, a smart city must have soul. It must provide environment for positive interaction among its population and systems that encourage mutual respect and understanding among different groupings in its population. To borrow a quote from Mehmet Murad Ildan, a soulless city creates soulless people. It is therefore important that city planners and authorities take these factors into consideration in planning and development of smart cities. Before I end this speech, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the team from Convex Hub Group and my fellow colleagues who have worked tirelessly to make this event successful. Without their hard work and commitment, the staging of this event would not have been possible. I would also like to thank all the media personnel, supporting organizations, and sponsors for their support. And lastly, I would like to once again thank our chairman, His Excellency Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, for supporting these initiatives and make time to be with us here today. His presence has motivated us to ensure the success of this conference. Thank you all, and have a fruitful discussions and a pleasant stay in Kuala Lumpur. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much indeed once again to Mr. Junaidi Said, Chief Executive Officer, HLEF. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the moment and the minute that all of us have been waiting for. With great honor, we would like to invite Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad, the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia and Chairman of Human Life Advancement Foundation, to deliver his keynote address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berhormat Adik Saman Wilayah Dr. Aziz Naidi Tan Sri Ali, Dev kehormat tuan-tuan puan-puan hadirin sekalian. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. I would like to say thank you to the organizers for inviting me to give the keynote address. Yes, to give the keynote address on a subject I know very little about. We are living in an age of change, but it is not only now that we see changes taking place. Ever since man became civilized 7,000 years ago, there have been changes all through the centuries. First, it was quite slow, but it gathered speed. And now, today, we see changes happening almost every hour of the day. New technologies, new ideas, new concepts are being made known and are accepted by society because they represent the knowledge and the civilization of our times. Among the changes that took place is the alphabet. I think initially the alphabet started with drawing the shape of the figures you are talking about. Then the Chinese invented their writing, but you have to learn thousands of characters before you can know how to write in Chinese. Some clever people then changed and introduced the 36-letter alphabet, which carry sound, not figures, but sound. And with the 36 alphabet, much less than the Chinese, thousands of Chinese characters, 36 alphabet enable us to communicate sound without speaking. Just by writing using this alphabet, we can actually describe things which has names, and the names are not spoken but are written, and you can know what the symbols mean. But now we have come to the digital age, when the number 36 is reduced to 2, just 1 and 0. Would seem that with lesser numbers of alphabets or symbols, we can express ideas, thoughts, sounds, etc. much more accurately. With just 1 and 0, we can spell out things, we can spell out ideas, we can measure things with greater accuracy, and we can convey our ideas and our concepts much more accurately. So we have come to this age of 2 digits only, 1 and 0. And this is, I am told, the fourth revolution of human civilization, where the digits can describe almost anything. So we have this age, which I'm told is called 4.0. So I'm living in this age. I have lived in the 2.0, 3.0, now it is 4.0. I must admit, I am a little bit confused. But it marks the progress of civilization. Today, everything can be digitalized, and digitalized with greater accuracy than all the alphabets of the past, all the symbols of the past. And with this, we can see that we can come up with a lot of ideas and a lot of concepts which can be translated into real things. The idea that we can create mechanical things that can actually understand instruction given by us in normal words is something that is quite amazing. And for me, it is difficult to understand at first. When I was given the new digital tape recorder, sound recorder, I was looking for the tape. It used to be called a tape recorder. And I could understand a tape recorder because some things are printed onto the tape. But now there is no tape. And yet it can reproduce the sounds I make almost exactly as I speak. It took me a long time to understand the power of these new inventions, things like the handphones, etc. It used to be that in order to broadcast, you need a huge house with huge equipments and all kinds of wires and aerials placed at a high position in order to broadcast. Now inside your pocket, you have a whole broadcasting station, which functions much better than the old broadcasting houses. So that is possible because I think of digitalization, because the digits can give the exact sound of the word spoken, then it is easier to use digits in order to communicate than to express the sound. Or if you use sound to communicate, the sound will be translated into digits, and then the digits will give back the sound to you. This is amazing. What was not possible before is entirely possible now. And the changes are taking place even more rapidly now than ever before. I was shown a demonstration of a drone. Initially, of course, you have to have the pad and the toggles in order to move the drones. But I was shown this drone where you control by just moving your hand. And it works. It's fantastic. But that is the result of progress in the minds of people. Now we have artificial intelligence. Again, more and more, the powers of the human person is transferred to mechanical devices. I don't know what else will be coming. I don't think I'll be in time for 5.0, but I'm quite sure many of you will live in the age of 5.0. So we see progress. This progress is made possible because of digitalization. I find it difficult even to pronounce it. But that's what we talk about. Everything has to be digitalized. Now we have cities which are digitalized, and we call cities with a standard of 4.0. We have businesses too, also with a standard of 4.0. Over time, we keep on improving the standards. We are no longer satisfied with just saying the hotel is a 5-star hotel. Now it must be 4.0, very highly digitalized. I don't know when they are going to digitalize me. But I think it will come. It will come. You don't call a person by his name anymore. You have symbols for his name. Just 0 and 1. 0 and 1 arranged in certain orders spell out everything. That is the progress that has been made by humanity over the 7,000 years of civilization. So I would like to congratulate the people who understand this new alphabet and these new technologies that we are very familiar with today. Not me, but younger people. Young people can understand these things much better than old people. Old people have got a fixed mindset. They just cannot accept that the things that we do now is possible. I remember very well when I was a boy, we had a radio set in the house, and my mother refused to believe that the radio set is not connected by wire to the broadcasting station. She just couldn't imagine it possible. But of course, for me at that time, it was entirely possible. But now I have come to the age when I cannot understand the fact that tape recorders have got no tapes. And yet it speaks precisely and says precisely what I dictate to it. So I don't know what else will happen in the future. Maybe all conferences would be by distant television. You don't have to attend this meeting. And then, of course, the tourist industry might suffer a little. But that is progress. And I'm quite sure that this progress will help this country to develop much faster. I'm glad to see so many people in Malaysia, young people, are very familiar, very comfortable with all these new gadgets that use artificial intelligence, etc. So with our ability to adjust to this knowledge and make use of this knowledge, I'm quite sure that Malaysia will make faster progress. Malaysia will develop in keeping with the rest of the world. I'm quite sure also that the young people will embrace these new technologies and IT and digitalization, etc., with a great deal of competence, and they will bring us up to the level of the other developed countries which are already making use of these new technologies and digitalization in order to achieve greater growth, greater development for themselves. The unfortunate thing is that there are some people who, whenever there is any new discoveries, always think of how to make the new discoveries kill more people. Already digitalization and RFID and the things are being used in order to deliver weapons or bombs to other people without the risk of exposing yourself to attacks by the defenders. So we may have a war of drones in the future. And that actually is not so new, because in the past, Chinese film always shows how a man can bring a sword, comes out from the palm of his hand, and the sword fights with the other sword. It's a much more civilized way of fighting a war. But of course, we are going to use digitalization, new technologies, etc., to produce new weapons that can kill others more efficiently. This is the unfortunate thing about new discoveries. There will always be someone who wants to make use of the new technologies and new discoveries in order to kill more people. In that sense, we are actually less civilized than the savages who inhabited this world 7,000 years ago. They at least fought with their hands and at most with stones or knives. But we have the capacity to blow up this whole world because we abuse the knowledge that we have acquired. So I hope that Malaysians will make use of the new knowledge for the betterment of humanity and for the development of this country, Malaysia. So with that, I would like to say thank you very much for your invitation.
Thank you very much indeed. Kindly remain on stage, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun. We now invite other distinguished guests of honor to proceed on stage to accompany Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, Yang Berhormat Tuan Khalid bin Abdul Samad, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Dr. Abdul Aziz, Mr. Junaidi Said, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Engineer Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Mr. Paul Yeo, and also Mr. Yuka Potanen, Managing Director, ABB Malaysia. Only the official videographers allowed to be on stage, members of the media and media photographers to be below the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, shift your attention towards the two giant LED screen. Let's be introduced. Please make way for the rest of the audience to have a closer view. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's be introduced to ABB Yumi, the world's first truly collaborative robot, making collaboration between humans and robot a reality. Yumi includes flexible hands, parts fitting systems, camera-based part location, and state-of-the-art robot control. Yumi is definitely changing the way we think about assembly automation. Yumi means you and me working together to create endless possibility. As we are seeing the giant LED screen, Yumi is currently doing something. We will unveil the surprise shortly. Official videographers and photographers as well to make way for the rest of the audience to have a closer view. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Yumi will now be presenting Yang Amat Berhormat to Dr. Mahathir Mohamad with a special pen for Yang Amat Berhormat Tun to pen down his signature on this special scroll. This will mark the official opening ceremony. Congratulations to Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 Conference 2018. We invite Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, accompanied by other distinguished guest of honor, to proceed for a special group photo op next to Yumi, all together. Along with other distinguished guest of honor, next to Yumi, as what has been mentioned by Yang Amat Berhormat Tun earlier, everything has gone to artificial intelligence by now. All together, we'll do a straight line. Members of the media, official videographers over here. All together to look in front. Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, distinguished guests of honor, thumbs up all together. But I believe Yumi could not give a thumbs up. There's a limitation for that, no problem at all. Please give another big, rapturous round of applause all together. And now we invite only Yang Amat Berhormat Tun and Yang Berhormat Tuan Khalid bin Abdul Samad and also Mr. Yuka Pontanen, Managing Director ABB Malaysia, along with Yumi for another group photo op all together. Other distinguished guests of honor to be over here. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another big, rapturous round of applause. Congratulations once again to Cities 4.0 and Business 4.0 Conference 2018. We thank Mr. Yuka Pontanen, Managing Director ABB Malaysia, for being up here early. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Yuka. Kindly proceed down. Other distinguished guests of honor, remain on stage, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. We now proceed for a very special group photo op with our event sponsors and also knowledge partners for Cities 4.0 and also Business 4.0. We now invite all the representatives of China Mobile International, Visa, Frost and Sullivan, Microsoft Malaysia, and also Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC. Altogether, representatives of all the organization to proceed on stage for a very special group photo op with Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Next to Yang Amat Berhormat Tun and also Yang Berhormat Tuan Khalid bin Abdul Samad. Please give another big warm round of applause to all our event sponsors and partners. A big round of applause, please. Thank you very much indeed to all our event sponsors and partners. Kindly proceed down. Distinguished guests of honor to remain on stage. Thank you. We now invite the new collaboration partners of Human Life Advancement Foundation, HLAF, Dr. Min Han and Dr. Ki Jian Wang of Xiamen University, and also Mr. Zhao Enming, representing Hanming Education and Science Foundation. HLAF collaboration partners to stand next to Tun. Thank you. Please give another fabulous round of applause to HLAF collaboration partners. Thank you very much indeed to Dr. Min Han, Dr. Ki Jan Wang, and Mrs. Yao and Ming. Thank you very much indeed. Kindly proceed down. Distinguished guest of honor, as a gesture of appreciation, we now invite Yang Berbahagia, Dr. Abdul Aziz S.A. and also Mr. Junaidi Said to present a special memento of appreciation to Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad. A special plug for Yang Amat Berhormat Tun. Thank you very much indeed to Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad for gracing today's auspicious occasion. Another fabulous round of applause, please. Thank you very much indeed. We now invite Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, accompanied by other distinguished guests of honor, to proceed for the exhibition tour. Thank you very much indeed. Yang Amat Berhormat Tun, accompanied by other distinguished guests of honor, will now proceed for the exhibition tour. For the rest of the members of the media videographers, and also media photographers to proceed straight to the press conference room located at Tun Lanang 1. And for the rest of our distinguished guests, we will now take a short break, a half-an-hour break for refreshments to be taken place at Taman Masuri Courtyard. Thank you very much indeed. All the plenary sessions will commence shortly within another 30 more minutes. Thank you very much to all of you. We'll be back shortly indeed. Thank you. Members of the media, kindly proceed to the press conference room located at Tun Lanang 1.